Now you're watching Breakfast. Still lots to come this morning. Ben is in Scotland. It is, of course, Burns night tonight. And Ben, a lot of interest, of course, at the moment, looking ahead to Brexit, the prospect of no deal, what will be happening. And businesses sometimes caught in the mix of this. You're at a distillery this morning.
He's hiding.
Made in Scotland but sold all over the world. So how is the whisky industry preparing for life after Brexit? I've come to Scotland this morning to find out. We've just nipped across the border into Scotland. Morning to you. And where better to come and talk about whisky, because it's one of our biggest exports as a country. 40% of what this industry creates is sold to the European Union. But whilst it might be typically Scottish, a lot of the component parts come from elsewhere. The barrels that they store stuff in and the corks for the bottles, they come from Spain. The glass bottles come from Italy. The yeast comes from France, and so what they've been doing is stockpiling, make sure they've got enough to get them through Brexit. So they're not so worried about those imports, they are worried about exports, and that's the real concern for them. How can they make sure that they can carry on selling to the rest of the EU that accounts for so much trade? So we're going to talk about that this morning, find out what it means for them right here, and I may show you in here, because this is 12,000 litres of sugar, water and yeast. It smells amazing. We'll explain to you a little bit later about how the process works. But before that, let's get the news, the travel and the weather where you are.